Hey guys, Beauty Forever here, and today I wanted to do some swatches as well as a review on the Saharan blush palettes volume 1 and 2. Volume 1 blush palette, it says it's the ultimate all-in-one palette which embodies a meticulously formulated array of multifunctional colors, a perfect blend to captivate facial structures with a flush of richly pigmented colors to make you a true Saharan. Fun fact, the Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette can be used as a blush and a contour palette, and it was created with darker skin tones in mind, as the Saharan 2 blush palette is marketed to work on all skin tones. On their site it says with Volume 1 blush palette, to use with caution due to the high pigmentation of colors, a little goes a long way with these blushes. It also states that these colors also work great as eyeshadows. Now let's get into some swatches on the arm and then swatches on the cheeks.
Stay in bed, the feeling of your skin locked in my head. Smoke, smoke me broke, I don't care, I'm down for what you want. Day drunk into the night, wanna keep you here, cause you dry my tears. Yeah, summer, loving and fights, how it is for us, and it's all because now it's on and on and on, swear it won't take you long, on and on and on, we got for life.
So we're going to start off swatching the Saharan Blush Volume 1. So obviously the colors Zara and Lila are highlight colors, so we're going to swatch those as highlights. So I'll be taking Zara on this side. Ooh, that's gorgeous. That's beautiful. I think that's a gorgeous highlight that's definitely buildable, and even though it's like nice and bronzy and shimmery in the pan, it just looks really gorgeous on the skin and blends out very easily. I think this was a beautiful choice for deeper skin tones. And we're gonna take the blush Neo. Ooh, that's very pigmented. I think that's super stunning. On this side, we're gonna take the highlight shade Lila, and I'm using a Morphe fan brush. This is beautiful too. These two to me look pretty identical. Maybe this one, Lila, has a little bit more, what's the word, like a yellowy bronze, whereas this one's like a more muted down bronze. But other than that, they look pretty similar, and they look kind of similar in the palette, but nonetheless they're both super beautiful. And on this side of my cheeks, I'm gonna take the color Zane, which is a super hot pink. Taking the slightest motion with my hand, so I'm not scrubbing it into my face, I'm just like barely putting it on. It's very, very pigmented, so use sparingly AF. So now we're gonna take the last two shades, Toby on this side and Abi on this side. Toby? It seems like Toby gives some warmth, but it doesn't have much pigment to it, and I'm surprised because, well, it didn't have much pigment when I finger swatched it either. As you could see, the oranger colors just didn't have that same pigment. It's definitely bringing some warmth to my face, but it's no orange. That's kind of weird. I think that Toby would be a great one that's like neutral and for like everyday wear, I think it would be really good for that. Now I'm going into Obby, which almost looks like it should be a contour shade, but it did have some like berry to it. Ooh, gorgeous. Yes. I like that shade a lot. Very beautiful. We're gonna do the highlights in the Volume 2 palette now. So this one is Sola. Comes off extremely pink. Ooh. Now Zoba. This is crazy. Okay, so these two look almost identical on me as well, but this one definitely has a bit more peachy tone to it. They swatched differently on me. Here's Sola and here's Zoba. They definitely swatch super different on my hand than they do on my face. Well, I guess not really. It's more sheared out on my face. Well, let's do the blushes. First is Yara. Yara does not look like it's a blush meant for me. It's not. It pretty much doesn't really show up on my skin tone, which is okay because I feel like this palette was designed for lighter skin tones, not darker skin tones. Yara would be a nice eyeshadow for me, but not a good blush. Let's try Towel. Ooh, that's pretty. We're gonna try Lena and B. B looks sick. B looks like it'd be a super gorgeous color. Lena looks like I should be running the opposite direction, but we'll see what happens. So B is more subtle. Well, actually, no, it's not. Not on camera anyway, but in real life, it looks like it's barely there, which is good for like neutral looks or if you don't want too much attention on the cheeks. So B is really pretty. I'm scared. This is Lena. Oh my. Well, it's not as scary as I thought it would be. It's not bad. I mean, it's definitely for lighter skin tones, I think, but you know, if you shear it out enough, you could wear it in deeper skin. So yeah, so my thoughts on these two palettes and if you should buy them. So the lighting's gonna change a little bit because when I put these in front of my face, the lighting completely changes. Actually, I'll just kind of keep them out the radar for a little bit. Okay, so starting off with Volume 1, I believe this is the one that was created for darker skin tones. I give this a 5 out of 5 stars. I think that the two highlights are quite similar in color. And as you guys could see, when I swatched the color Toby, it was a little bit harder for me to get some pigmentation out of it. And it was also a little bit harder for me to get the pigmentation on my cheek. However, it's a very good blush for if you want to wear a very natural, barely there, no makeup type of look. It does provide some warmth on the face, but other than that, not much oranginess comes out, which I felt like would have been really cool. The other colors are very gorgeous. It's really hard to get like super neon-y colors like to pop really well, and Zane definitely really does pop, and you should use it with a very light hand because even like the swipe of a finger like that, quite a bit of product is there. I really recommend this product for the more medium to deeper skin tones. If you are gonna use this in your fair skin to light skin, just use it with a very, very light hand. The Saharan Blush Volume 2. I think this one is more designed for medium to light skin tones. So this I could not use as a blush. This I could use as a blush, but almost can't. And this one turned out okay. These highlights, again, on my skin tone, they swatch very similar on the cheeks. But as you guys can see on the hands, they were different. I would love to see how these would look on the more medium to light skin. And B was really pretty as well. I did wish it had a little bit more of a pop on me. But, you know, blushes aren't meant to be like super over the top. So a sheen wash of color is fine. Do I recommend you picking these up? Yes. My only con, as you can see when I was like doing the slow pan of these, is that they get a little bit dirty kind of easily. Like with all of my Juvia's palettes, I have to wipe them down a lot because of the makeup that gets on them. But other than that, I think that they are excellent palettes, especially for women of color from medium to deep skin tones. I think these are amazing. There's not many blush palettes out there that are specifically designed for deeper skin tones, and I really commend Juvia's Place knocking it out of the park with these. They can also work as eyeshadows too, because they have so much pigmentation. They're pretty much as pigmented as eyeshadows, some of them, you know, with the exception of the oranger shades. But yeah, that's my thoughts on these, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what video you would like to see next in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and definitely subscribe so that you don't miss out on my next video. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I dug my nail into it, guys. OMG. Okay, I fixed it. Okay, Juvia's. Is it filming? Oh. My bad.